Hi everyone, I'm Guirovich, and today I want to talk to you about how to ask for a raise. Now, so often we get stuck whenever it comes asking for a raise. And if you're like me, then maybe it makes you a little bit uncomfortable to talk about money or to talk to your boss about earning more. And if this is you, that's not uncommon. So today I want to share with you a few tips that can really help you break through whenever you want to ask for that next raise or promotion. Now, I certainly recommend planning, and so I've created this thing called My Promotion Plan. If you'd like to learn more about that, you can click the link below. But today, what I really want to do is I want to talk to you about how you can ask for a raise. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have the timing right. Timing is everything whenever it comes to asking for a raise. So you want to consider, how is your performance in the company right now? Are you adding value to the company? Have you just had some major wins and things like that? Those are definitely better times to ask for a raise. It's also important that your company is hitting their goals, because if your company is struggling, it sometimes isn't the best time to ask for a raise. And often that is the case. Now, that's not to say that you can't ask for a raise anyways if you feel like your performance is really excelling and that you're really contributing a ton to the business. So you certainly can, but typically you want to see that the business is doing well. Now, the other thing I want to mention about timing is you want to ensure that you're not asking too frequently for a pay increase. So if you've asked for a pay increase recently and you didn't get it, this might not be the right time, because you don't want to ask for a pay increase every time you get a win, right? Your employer hired you to do great work. They're expecting you to win. They expect you to do great things. So if you do something great and then you ask for a raise every time, this is really going to start to annoy your boss. And a lot of times, they're like, no, 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 no. And that just actually builds up that tension inside of you. So if you've asked for a raise frequently, then you probably want to stop and ask less frequently. And you want to add up more value in between the time that you're asking for raises. And this is where you're really going to share and you're going to toot your own horn, right? So we have to talk about the things that you've done well. So anytime we're asking for a raise, we do want to bring to light those things that you're doing really well in the company. Now, a lot of times we're not really good at verbalizing these things, and it kind of sounds a little awkward whenever we sit here and say, well, I've done this, and I've done this, and I've done this. And that's another reason why we put the plans together. Whenever you put a promotion plan together, the plan represents all of those accomplishments in a non-boastful way. So I definitely recommend having some written documentation whenever you go into your meeting. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a plan for the future. Okay, now it's one thing if you just want to get a small raise, then maybe you can get that without really putting a lot of thought into it. But if you really want to take yourself to the next level, and if you want to set yourself up year after year to get promotions, then I definitely recommend that you have a plan. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to communicate the ideas that you have to solve the problems that the company is currently facing. So you want to think about the ideas that the company is currently facing, and then you want to develop solutions to those problems. Problem solvers, that is what you want to be. If you want to continue to increase, you want to solve problems. Now, most likely you're already doing that. Most people are doing that, and that's why you've accomplished so much in your role already. But if you haven't considered looking into the future and considering what problems you could solve, then that's definitely where you want to turn next. Okay. Now, I want to cover this because so many people tell me, Mary, I have all these ideas and I tell my boss and they tell me to put them in the parking lot, or they tell me to put them on this project list over here. I've heard that more times than I can count, and I've used to experience that myself. And that's why it's really important that you actually document those ideas, and you document them in a powerful way that's going to communicate the value and show your boss how you're going to implement those ideas in the future. You really want to detail out what it's going to take to solve that problem. So if you can solve problems, then that's going to make you more valuable in the future. Now, the last thing that you want to do is when you go in to ask for a raise, you want to make sure that you're confident and that you've prepared. So make sure that you have a meeting time. Don't just pop in your boss's office to have a quick conversation. You really want to spend time preparing for this meeting to present yourself in the best light. And if you feel like your boss doesn't really get everything you talk about whenever you verbally communicate, be sure to write that down. Now, if you're looking to be one of the top executives in your company, or you're looking to grow your career rapidly, so you want to get those raises or promotions year after year, then you want to do what we call a timeline. And this is where you're going to actually map out your career over the next 5 years. And mapping out this career is going to set you up to get your raises and promotions, because it's going to let your boss know exactly what initiatives you're looking to achieve each year. So I hope this helps. Please have confidence when you go in to ask for a raise. Believe in yourself. Bet on yourself. Have a great day.